So I wrote this piece called Becksy 101 because recently I started dating again. Now, bearing in mind that I learned to walk long before I could even talk, so to me it makes sense that I would rather leap into conversations about essence and love languages. I tend to want to skip over the regularities because every time I engage in small talk, I end up coming across kind of awkward. So with that being said, if there's anyone in the audience tonight that just so happens to swipe right on Tinder today, let me help us both out and get the small talk out the way. My name is Becksy Becks. I like eating okra, I'm confused by candy floss, and mushrooms make me nervous. It's the texture, what are they? I was born on December 5th. In heels, my legs look longer than my body, but really, I'm only about 5'6". Depending on the type of shoe, I'm either a size 5/6. I once had a brother that died, so depending on my mood, I'm the youngest of either 5/6. My favorite number is -1. Now, people often mistake my silence for being shy. I'm not, it's just my thoughts are like this really good Krispy Kreme menu, so it takes me a little bit longer to pick the ones I like. And I read my text 10 times before I've even sent it. I've typed many LOLs when I've never really meant it, because even as a poet, sometimes I doubt my own words. I find they walk with brakes, I drive with L plates on my emotions. They overthink the theory and bail. It's as if my feelings, they're all learner drivers with the same major fail, because they will never indicate before I cut you off. Instead it revs up, speeds off. They're constantly overtaking my brain, so I swerve. And I swerve to avoid these conversational exits that lead to places where it's difficult for me to explain to people exactly how I feel. Because see, my heart, it's less like a pump, it's more like this hamster on a wheel. Both it and I remain constantly running, which might explain why I don't like feet. Because mine smell, they only smell in the rain, but not today, they're fine, you guys are okay. Mine smell like broken emotions. We haven't ran past the catcalls of true love in a while. I'm trapped in these silent movies, but luckily my best asset is my smile, and my favorite color is blue. Now, pink would be the opposite, I think. I like traveling, but these London landlords keep asking where my deposit is, so I rarely have money left over to explore if I do. Which is rude, because I feel like, how are you expected to build a home when you practically live at your own desk? See, I'm working to pay for this living room that I'm hardly ever in, monthly subscriptions for the inside of a gym that I've never seen, 9 to 5, I look after other people's money better than my own, go home, and 5 to 9, I'm still putting other people's worth in front of my own. And I know it's because my third eye shines so bright that I can see shadows in my sleep. And they're kind of shaped like my star sign, Sagittarius. Nobody's Sagittarius in here.
Yeah.
One in the quantity. I love you guys. My star sign, Sagittarius, which apparently means that I'm this fire sign that can swim, even though I can't tread water, which is fine, because I feel I work better under pressure. If you were to put a gun to my head, I would definitely have to say I prefer Morleys over Mickey D's. See, I was happy to believe that I was more of this dog person over cats until these extensive Facebook stats and tests proved that 98% of my spirit animal is a leopard, which I found quite odd because I don't like being put on the spot. But I like sunsets that feel like flowers. And for hours when I was younger, I used to love climbing to the tops of trees until one day I tripped on the twig of my father's death and continued to tumble down as each family branch fell off one by one till I was bruised and on the ground. So now, every once in a while, I have these rubbish days where I throw away my thoughts into trash TV, but see, I'm never really down for too long because my rock bottom is made of trampolines. I wear my heart on my sleeve with hurt sewn into each seam, but no, these are not my scars. They're more like tribal marks where I learned to carve out beauty from my pain. I wore my depression like the confusing touch of a soft velvet dress that's been left out in the rain until one day the sun came out and it all finally clicked. I said, one day the sun came out and it all finally clicked. That's the bit where you guys click. Poetry. And I realized if there's only ever two people in this world, then consider there to be two of me. See, I'm this extroverted introvert that's complex in her simplicity who wasted 2 whole summers only to realize that I'm not one of these girls who prefer bad boys over nice guys. But see, no one told me that these nice guys prefer bad girls, and I'm not one of those either. I'm just this inexplicably enigmatic sapiosexual ether who gets turned on by really big words. See, the longer they are, the shorter my breath. I am Becksy Becks. That was